Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. Continuing the saga of Monster Train, I, at the time of my recording this, I am off between my two series, Trainwreck and Train of Thought, by one episode because one week I made the mistake of recording two Rector runs back to back. And now I'm deciding how I want to resolve this because I have to figure it out at some point. It's driving me absolutely crazy. I'm not sure if I'll have resolved it by the time this video goes out. It'd be really funny if this was just like not a problem anymore. But yeah. I could also just not care, but my brain is not letting me do that. So I'm going to solve it somehow. This might mean that one week we get double Trainwreck, which would be cool. That would catch us up, right? Or it could mean that maybe one week I simply do not have a train of thought. That could also do it. So a lot of options there, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but we'll figure it out. One of those two options will happen. I promise. Anyway, our previous run was with Titan Channel. We had Titan Channel 3. We had Self-Infused. Was it Self-Infused? It was. Siren of the Sea. We had Damage Shield 3 with a multi-strike. Seems pretty good. Crucible Extension was critical for space, believe it or not. Somehow, Crucible Extension saves the run. Never happened before, I don't think. There was a plus 30 Holdover Wingmaker. I actually chose this over making my unit smaller, which is interesting, but I actually think it made sense in the context of the run. There was a plus 30, plus 10 in piercing Ice Storm. We had no spell chain on perils, which was a big oof. We were looking for this for a long time, but we never hit it. So we ended up with just a very basic holdover perils of production that didn't give me enough Ember to play all the things I wanted. So I was relying on Ember Cache in order to generate me, what are they, calcified embers? Or not, the calcified embers are the cursed ones. Excavated embers, right? Generate those in order to have bigger turns. But we ultimately pulled it off because we needed to have big turns with Guardian's Amulet and Sap. Unbelievable. We had that plus a Stygian Spike, I think it was, that managed to pull out the victory. It was close. It was not an easy win at all, but we take these. And today we get to record Primordium. Fantastic. We love to see it. So, cool. Not much else to say, so let's go ahead and get in on it. So, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, though you probably have, but it's cool if you do. And yeah, let's get in on it, see what we run into today. It's nice recording Primordium. It's fun to do Primordium and Little Fade because Primordium and Little Fade play very differently. Oh my god, did we roll it? The Fabled. Look at that. That's Root Seeds. Primordium Root Seeds. I have been playing Primordium with Root Seeds for about 15 runs on mobile. And you may ask why. The answer is simply I had so many cards in Umbra and Awoken that I had yet to master on mobile. So I said, alright, to hell with it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to play Primordium with Root Seeds until I've mastered them all. And I finally did. The last one I successfully mastered was Shadow Siege. Just didn't have a good run for him for a while, but eventually did get one. So now we get to play it again, but for the series. Very cool. And I'm not even mad that it's 200 shards for Trainwreck. It's going to be straightforward. So yeah, as you know, we're our Primordium, Exile Umbra, Exile Awoken. It's fantastic. I think this is the strongest clan combo in the game, bar none. I think it's so many leaps and bounds ahead of everything else that it's not even funny. There's so many options. I mean, you could theoretically construct a pretty rough run of this. There's a lot of things you'd have to miss in order to do it, but I think it's pretty unlikely. Alright, we're fighting Double Barrel Daedalus. What is this? Cursefell? Yes. And Chase Seraph with Antumbra Assault, Glimmer, and Cannibalize. It's a lot of morsels. There's a lot of morsel generation, actually, which is pretty good, I suppose. It's good if I need it, I guess. I don't mind face tanking with it, and morsels are decent scaling for the early game, so that's nice. Glimmer's always good in case we don't end up with a sweeper with quick or something, so that's fine. Let's see, temples today are 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. 5 temples, fantastic. Removal dupe on Magic Side on 8 is incredible. Wow, that's great. We have a trinket shop with money and a horde on 7. Very strong if I can use it. Competes with a removal magic shop. Keeping in mind that magic shops are very, very strong when you have root seeds. So I strongly support magic shops here. Random -1s add a lot of value. We get a magic shop and a steel shop on 6. Steel shop is better with the horde and cave. All good. No vortex there at all. Removal dupe cave on 5 is excellent. Competes with a steel shop with forgettable buffs and stuff. You know, money, health, whatever. And what else? We have a third removal dupe on 4. Yeah, it happens, I suppose. It's with an Umbra banner, but maybe I need it. It's interesting to have so many removal dupes. If I could utilize even half of these, I think we're in a great position. Competes with a pretty weak magic shop. So what we're noticing here is that there are sides that are ridiculously powerful, right? And then sides that are kind of weak pretty much throughout. Noting that none of the strong sides seem to line up with steel shops in the mid or late game. We do see double steel shops early, so I do want to see if maybe I can find a way to capitalize on that. Worth noting, we have an Umbra banner on ring 2, forced with a steel shop. We do have an Awoken banner on 3, though, so we're not all stuck in. Also worth noting, I'm happy to go Stalwart Snack. This is the one case where I'm always happy to see Stalwart Snack. I can make it pretty consistently stronger than Aggressive Edible here. Cool. Chain of Gems. With Superfood, this is nuts. So even though I have the Mask of Penumbra morsel generation here to make this good, I think Chain of Gems is just huge. Aggressive Edible, Stalwart Snack. Okay, so we don't actually get the Superfood, but we'll take the Stalwart Snack that later plays into it. It's pretty cool. I will grab this Horde. I do need to do it. It's got to be Advanced Prototype, right? It's just so powerful here. Mindjax is neat, right? But I don't think it's that important. Trader's Quill is fine, but whatever. Take the Advanced Prototype. This lets us go completely ham in the early game. We just crush from here. It will speed up everything. We just click Trials without really thinking about it because it doesn't matter. Advanced Prototype is honestly one of my favorites, right? One of my favorites. Let's try to work on bottom floor a little bit. Just because I want to... Okay, I was worried I would get like a middle floor collector. Let's go ahead and double root seeds. These will cascade in value, so it's worth doing it. Alright. If I go root seeds here, he goes with the 31 by 2. I'm probably leaking 10 damage here. I can't really foresee a way for us to get out of this. Yeah. The best I could maybe offer is to work on some... I don't know what I can do. Maybe get rid of the armor here. I'm never going to be able to plink that guy out, unfortunately. So we'll have to do... I think we can... Well, we may be able to get him, right? We have 11 here. All right, yeah, we actually are okay. We get the kill in front here. We only take 5. I could potentially win on bottom floor. Never mind. Cool. With this draw order, I realized I actually have the win on bottom floor. So I actually get 0 damage on the combat, which is fantastic. So, very strong. Chain of Gems doing some heavy lifting here. Very cool. Awesome. All right. Mind Collapse. Do I need this ping? Probably. I do have glimmers, but having a ping is always nice. Let's take it. I like that. It's a good card. Razor Sharp Edge. Absolutely. 100%. Now... Primordium does benefit from that Steel Enhancer, but I like the Razor Sharp Edge more. Animus of Will is hard to skip here. You could go Alloyed Construct, but then we have to answer the question of how do I actually feed him morsels. With Animus of Will, I don't. She just hits 3 times automatically and crushes the world. She's also a really good infusion. Yeah. Now, I could go Magic Shop here, but I think I want to look at the Steel Shop. Yeah, I could take a large stone, right? It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I might... They show it to me, so I might take it. We get Crucible Warden is a fantastic defensive infusion here. I actually think I'm leaning this way, right? We go large stone here. Yeah, I like this. 3 hits. Large stone is good. And then we do a Crucible Warden infusion. Yeah, I'm in on this, right? We're going to do the infusion right now, and this should crush. It's a good starting point, 28 by 3, and just an astronomical amount of survivability. The spell chain is going into Razor Sharp Edge. It's just wise to do it. A magic upgrade later will help. Glimmer with a 12 in piercing is pretty good. I'm going to grab that too. These are all things I'm picking up here. Now, do I want the plus 10 or the plus 25? It's probably the plus 10, but I'm actually going to save my money and maybe hit like a money trial here with the collector. And then if I go to the steel shop, I might potentially roll into a multi-strike or a quick, which would also be good. We're taking this retribution for sure. Spikes. This is going to cause some chaos, but I don't really care because recall it's the wrong glimmer. I have, what's it called? Advanced prototypes to hard carry. Let's use this to keep Primordium alive. Yes, I'm going to give him 13-1. It's good. I am going to glimmer downstairs. That's nice. Sure, good. Alright, Plink, give me Collector. Thank you. We got Collector. Fantastic. Now, the angle is then going to be Train Steward plus Morsel here. I like that. Cool. Good. We should clear up top, although actually we get rid of this guy, which is fantastic. I can face tank here, which does help a little bit. Root Seeds upstairs. Attack Morsel. It doesn't really matter, but I can at least do some work on this spell shield. I might get the Glimmer here, which would be great. I don't. I still clear it, but yeah, fine. Cool. Alright, we're going to go ahead play a Train Steward middle. It's alright. Chilling. She clears upstairs, no problem. We get big Glimmer here. Fantastic. Click that. Great work. Okay, cool. Root Seeds, chilling. Easy win up here, no problems. We actually almost win on middle. I didn't even think about it, but super chilling. Alright, cool. Straightforward early game so far. Big fan. Perils of Production is hard to skip. We're going to take this. I'm going to magic shops anyway, so this is worthwhile. It's not diligent, so I'm not afraid. This opens up a lot of opportunities. I'm also going to... Am I going to take this Wildwood Sap? It's not bad, but it's pretty good. I'm going to take it because it represents a lot of healing and is a low opportunity cost card. We're then going to go to the right. Give me that Steel Shop. Multi-strike or quick. Take the first one we see. Multi-strike it is. Fantastic. Fully loaded. We get an Awoken banner. I don't care what it is. We're skipping it. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and look for a plus 30 on this Glimmer. So if I get an X5, we basically go crazy. Intrinsic here is... I don't know what we're going to intrinsic. I don't think we are going to intrinsic. Let's go check out the cave. There's a lot of good things we could hit here. I have Glimmers. I don't want to get rid of... I don't want a Petrified Heart as much as it's helpful. Petrified Heart is a lot of health because you get it on Animus and then you also get it on Primordium. But it prevents me from using Lifesteal or any of my healing, which is a bit rough if I'm being honest. So I think the play then is Pact Shard and we overstack for plus 25 health here. It's a lot of defense. But it's pretty cozy, right? We're feeling pretty about that. Yeah, we're feeling good. Now, I don't have to, in any way, actually go for infusions. Worth noting, my removal dupes are nuts. I just duplicate this Glimmer and go completely mad with power. That is true. Is there an intrinsic I want? I could intrinsic this Razor Sharp, but then it's very expensive forever. I don't think I want to do that. I think we just chill here and move on. I realize that's maybe a downside, but it's okay. We have the spell chain. I'd rather put it on a magic shop. Where's that first magic shop? Do I have any good ones? It's a bad one. I do double removal dupes, and then I go to a magic shop, maybe? Maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling, but... yeah, we'll see how I'm feeling. Alright, thank you, Train Steward. Extremely cool. I'm just going to play some stuff and go crazy here, and it's fine. Sure. Thanks, Train Steward. Good work. Alright, we're going to plink. Cool. I'm going to plink again. Then I get an Antumbra Assault. Fantastic. Then we can face tank with an Antumbra Morsel. Train Steward down here is going to town. And we're not getting a lot of value upstairs. I haven't hit a Root Seeds yet. We do hit one finally. Yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. I at least get one Root Seeds out, which is nice. And then I get a Perils, clearing most of this floor. I'm not actually sure how I want to approach this. Let's click the Train Steward middle. Would like very much to Root Seeds, but I also want to click this Glimmer. I think we're going to Perils downstairs here, and then Big Glimmer goes middle. I could Glimmer downstairs, but I don't feel like taking that. Instead, I'm going to Razor Sharp upstairs, and we are okay with this. It's not an ideal state for the floor, but it's fine. Well, goodbye Primordium, I suppose. That will have to be... That's the end of that, I guess. That's okay. We knew this was coming. Sure. We're still pushing through. I mean, we still win this combat, even though it feels a little bad losing your pal, but that's okay. Glimmer downstairs does some heavy lifting. And then Blink upstairs. Pretty cool. I like that. I can save these damage shields by simply playing this guy in... I mean, on bottom does some heavy lifting, right? Although I can just cannibalize this, which is almost certainly better. Cool, yeah, the Morsel Excavator does heavy lifting, and then the Jeweler just tanks upstairs, and it's fine, right? Huge damage, no problems. Cool. That's a lot of damage downstairs. Train Steward's doing some heavy lifting. I don't have to do anything fancy here, just click cards, it's fine. Alright, we're winning upstairs easy, it's like one round of combat. Hey look, we did it. Alright, cool. So, Daedalus, no threat. Easy get past this. Trample Stone. It's definitely Trample Stone here. This makes it so that I don't have problems going tall. Yeah, better than the Rail Spikes. I love a lot of those cards. Don't worry. The Awoken Rail Spike would have been nuts here as well, but this is better. I don't need more units. We chill. And Ember is potentially the play. I haven't seen a Magic Shop yet. I anticipate being slowed down a little bit. If I go Superfood, I'm going to be sharing a turn 1 Ember Drain. So I think Ember is the correct play here, and we'll make this up with Root Seeds. It's a really difficult decision. Extremely difficult decision. I go right. I go Removal Dupe. It's so strong here. We're finally going to cut some trash. Gosh, what's the worst card? Really hard to say. Okay, think about it. Umbra Banner, I'm selling it. Morsel Maker, what was that? Shadow Eater. Look at the Horde. Lost Luggage is good. This guarantees me, pretty likely at least, that I'm going to get a good hit on turn 1. So I like that. Give me Superfood maybe? Yes. Okay, the Superfood pivot here is pretty huge. First of all, it gives me health, which I can use. The dupe here is almost always this Glimmer. This Glimmer just goes mad with power and clears waves. So, more of that. 110 shards looking terrifying. Plinks are pretty bad. I'm going to be real with you. Plinks are pretty terrible. Train Stewards have some value for now, but are quickly going to fall off. I think we're cutting Plinks here. Okay. Really powerful. We just scaled in a major way there. A lot of value here. Mark of Invasion. I mean, this is free, right? The Animus gets it no matter what. So, that's cool. Good turn. Good turn. Primordium drop. Fantastic. Look at that. He's going to start moving that damage shield through. We're going to toss him one Razor Sharp, which is huge. I'm also going to toss him this Wildwood Sap, which is straight up just free regen. And I'm going to Glimmer downstairs to stop the curses. Okay, fine. Alright, it's good. I'm going to root seeds, mind collapse for money, and then we trample. I'm going to have fun and put the trample on Primordium because it gets shared and I don't need it on this turn otherwise. So why not? Fun. Cool. Alright. Clearing these floors pretty well. I would like to train steward. They do some decent work here. I'm going to plink. Ah, it's a bummer. I don't get the bottom guy. It's alright. Play out these morsels. Doesn't matter, really. Okay. We have a lot of damage shield. We have a lot of survivability. I'm not terribly concerned by this. Yeah, train steward downstairs. Cruising, I think. We get a root seeds up top. We have enough damage shield and other things that are being passed through that I'm not afraid here. Even though I take a ton of damage, or rather lose a lot of damage shield, we're okay. It's contrition. We glimmer mid-floor 10 times out of 10. Root seeds, might as well. Doesn't matter who gets it. Sure, fine. Okay. Perils downstairs, it's good. I'm going to razor sharp upstairs, it's good. Root seeds. And then I'm going to put this train steward up top. Because that is 4 damage shield that I get to have now, which is very cool. 3 curses, but we're going to be able to play... Oh, bummer. Oh, bummer. I take damage for that. It's because he had multiple... I didn't look at how many stacks of Ember Drain the Thoughtbinder had. I thought he would have 0, right? So I was thinking 3 curses plus the 1 Ember Drain upstairs. I forgot he had 2. So I take 3 damage for that, but we win anyway. I'm not afraid. This is going to be a lot of curses. But we win, so just play the cards out and get rid of them, and alright, good job. Cool. Good grief. Alright. 3 damage taken. Thoughtbinder, how dare you. Cannibalize Caven Ember Cache. Ember Cache, I don't know if it's necessary, but it could create some pretty big turns. I'm going to click it. It's a good card. Flexible. Ensnare, fantastic. We click that for sure. Okay. Now here... I don't need the steel shop anymore. We're loaded. So I'm going to this removal dupe again. We're going to grab cash. I'm going to look at the cave real fast, see what we hit. Trap shoot's nice. Yeah, never say no to this card. Literally click it every time I see it. We're going to remove some trash. Now, I kind of want to cut out a train steward. These are getting in my way. And I would like to cut an Umbra assault. Plinks are better 20 consumes. And are better into ring 5 specifically due to sycophants. So we're going to cut an Antumbra assault. That cannibalize might be on the chopping block too. The dupe here is easy. Wait for it. Hey look, I clicked Glimmer again. These are basically Infernos, if you think about it. It's a full floor heal, which is fantastic, but it's also just full on, it essentially Infernos most waves down. Now, obviously 100 damage is much better than 42, but 42 is clearing a vast majority of cards, or rather enemies. Pretty much any backline is cleared by that. Aggressive Amulet is no problem. We're definitely ahead here. I'm not afraid. Okay. Primordium first. Got it. Yes. 100%. Animus. Play the Razor Sharp. Huge value here by doing this. I do want... I don't necessarily know if I actually need the Wildwood Sap in there. What if I just go Razor Sharp here and go up to 23 attack? I kind of want to play this Glimmer downstairs. I'm going to go Glimmer instead. I don't know how much I actually care about the regen here. I'm probably better served by just Root Seeds, right? Yeah, it's fine. Double Root Seeds upstairs, nothing else. It's all good. Sure, fine. Alright, we get Big Glimmer. I'm actually going to Trap Shoot here, as weird as it seems. And then I get to Glimmer downstairs and Glimmer middle. Right? And then I get to Ensnare something here, potentially. Doing what, 240? 240? I'm not afraid. I'm going to go ahead and fuse these two floors together, I think. Yeah, it's fine. This is going to look weird, but I'm not actually afraid because we get some huge effort here. We get the trample, I get a root seeds, I get a... I guess this floor is actually just okay, so I can mine collapse downstairs, I suppose. May as well. Fine. Play another Train Steward middle. Shoot a guy. It's fine. Cool. This looks spiced until you realize, oh, hey, wait, he's drawing a glimmer. It's actually cracked. Cool. And then we get a Razor Sharp. Doesn't matter where I put it. It's the last turn. We easy clear this floor. I wanted to hold... I did this specifically to avoid those big guys getting onto my floor early, right? What does that mean? What am I trying to say? We're going to hit Cannibalize on mid-floor here. Reasons. I wanted to make sure that I didn't lose any of Primordium's damage shield stacks to sweep, was the justification. So we're going to go downstairs, and I'm going to go ahead and face tank, you know, a good chunk of stuff here. Easy, I think. And yeah, we're cruising, right? I have no fear, I think. It's good. Sure. I pushed through like 5 stacks. Let's see, what else? I'll hit the Glimmer, sure. 114, 155. I'm doing, what, 600 damage here? It's good. I'll click it. Glimmer out. Alright, we win if I get 1 round, which I'm guaranteed to get. So, cool. Great job. Here's a bunch of root seeds. Have fun. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Got him. Alright. I mean, I was just kind of baiting time there, but we easy get the win against Crystal Cloak, no questions. Void Binding... Let me tell you, I'm really motivated to go to some magic shops now. Magic coming up. Let's take the Void Binding in case I hit that holdover, and if I don't, whatever. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. Second Ensnare. I'm actually happier to take a Preserved Thorns here. Draw me a little faster. Yeah, I don't need a second Ensnare. We go magic side. Holdovers are huge, but I don't have to hit them. Double stack. It's an interesting idea. 20 consume on a Plink is good. -1s, these go somewhere. See if I get a -2. We do. I would have taken a Spell Chain all the same, but putting this in Razor Sharp Edge is pretty fantastic. Purge. What am I purging here? I'm going to see enough magic shops that the Plinks should stay here. The Purge is almost certainly this Antumbra Assault. It's the worst card in my deck that I'm actually likely to play. I actually think Cannibalize is a worse card here, but the downside, of course, is that I have to play Cannibalize if I want to purge it that way. I'd rather just buy the 60 gold removal. -1s. And these are just root seeds, right? Nothing fancy. You could consider the Void Binding. I'm considering, you know, double stack Void Binding. I could have put a -2 in it. You know, that was an option as well, but I thought about this, and I actually think I want the double stack in the Trap Shoot. This will preserve more turns later on. Happy about that. We spin this. Permafrost? No thanks. -1 is easy. That goes in Root Seeds. +10. Yeah, I guess I could take Glimmer at +10. I'm actually going to put this in Mind Collapse, and then we're going to cut the Cannibalize. Improve that. We're at 30 cards. Most of it's garbage. So let's buy another removal. Train Steward can go. Alright. We're looking pretty good there. Not going to do this infusion. We're seeing another magic shop coming up for sure. It's a very powerful one. We easily beat Fel. I have no fear. We also easily hit 200 shards without further infusions because of all my dupes. So, and I'm even getting another one on Ring 8. So that's another 15, 175, 2 more temples. We're cruising, right? Now, if I see more +30s and 10 in piercings, I think a 10 in piercing maybe goes in Mind Collapse, but a 30 would go in Glimmer here, the other one. Alright, I really don't want to take Curses, but I also want to play top floor. So let's Primordium, play the stuff we have to play, which means a Glimmer on bottom. Okay, I'm going to eat this curse because I do think the other stuff I could play is way more important, like Trample Stone. Actually, I think I get more value out of this Root Seeds right here. I wish I could Daze Fel and not take these curses from her. I want to click Void Binding, but I just eat dirt if I do this, so I'm not going to. Let's, I guess, shoot Fel. It's fine. Sure. I take this first 5, but we should clean up from here. Yes. All right, good. We get the really, really strong Razor Sharp here. I get... What's that, 16? 16. I want to pop middle guy. I think it's actually better to pop top floor here and then break bottom fella. So here's my plan, actually. We're going to go ahead and train... This is weird, but we train Steward middle, Magma Morsel, Perils on the Magma Morsel, which gets me the kill on bottom on the scarier guy. I then get stings to draw faster, and I guess we're gonna push through the spell shield, sure. So we take 2 curses on this turn. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. We're already way ahead. I think we can afford to Ultimate Penance twice here. Alright. This is going to be an unfortunate, another 2 curse turn. I need to clear some of these. Great. We're going to Glimmer bottom, middle, because it's coming up, I suppose. And I'm probably drawing another one pretty soon. Root Seeds. Curse, curse. Playing it middle is good because it stops a lot of incoming damage and hits Fel, which is nice. I can also just play the other Train Steward, which does kill this man, which is cool. Alright, 2 curses again. We're doing a lot of damage. I'm feeling decent about that. Let's play the Root Seeds here. Sting. Pushing 523 here to Fel is very powerful. Alright, I could use some help on this one. Alright, the Glimmer is help. Razor Sharp, thank you. We're going to Glimmer every floor that has a curse person on it. I guess I could do mid-floor instead. It stops me losing a damage shield, actually, so let's do top. I was going to say I could gamble on the Plink, but I'm not going to. Alright. Last curse. Okay. Root Seeds, Sting, Penance, pop that guy in the back. We got a Plink. Maybe we hit. We don't. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Sure. We win this combat, no problems. Okay. Yes. Curse out. I don't really care about the trample at this point, so I suppose that's fine. I'd like to Sting, of course. I'd like to Ember Cache. I'm thinking... What do I Glimmer here? Anything? Do I actually care? I could just play the Void Binding and send it. It doesn't really matter. There's a lot of cards that I can't play if I do that, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. Sure, fair enough. I'm fine with that. Get rid of the Trample Stone here. It's good. I'm going to leave Trap Shoot in and shoot the boss here. When it doesn't matter what else we hit. There should be no more curses in here at least, so that's good. Sting, Sting, Glimmer, sure, great. 10 damage shield, we should win this, no problem, right? We actually rolled the Trap Shoot here, which is huge, so it's actually just super free, if I'm being honest with you. Though we were winning anyway, so no problem. Alright, we get through this combat, great. 5 damage taken, I think it was correct to do it. Wildwood Tome, yeah, Snap Click, we take that. That is a helpful addition to Animus. It's just card draw, right? There are some turns I'm a little slower, so I'd rather draw those turns a little faster. 1 Ember is enough, I don't need space. We go left for sure, Magic Shop, removals. Yeah, 100%. Easy decision. Spell Chain, okay. Spell Chain for my perils. Give me the Holdover. Alright, that's not a Holdover. 20 consume on Flink. We're still finding value here, so I'm not mad. Root Seeds, free. Great. This Permafrost is... I mean, I guess you could Permafrost like the Trap Shoot or something, but... No, I don't think so. Spin it. A 20 consume means every Plink now blows up, which is great. -1 on the last Root Seeds. Another double stack, huh? Going to a magic shop. What if you double stack the Void Binding here and Spell Chain the Perils? It's bold, right? It's very bold. Calling a shot, but I think we're winning even if I miss the shot, so... Sure, right? I'm fine with this. We get removals, which are great. I want to cut... Bad Glimmer? Maybe? We get 2 more -1s. One of those -1s goes into the other Root Seeds. One of those -1s probably goes into Void Binding if I whiff on the final -2, but it might go into something else. What's in here again? It's the Spell Chain. Purge. Purge is nice, actually. Purge means I just cut something, so I could... What is the worst card here? I could actually just burn out this Bad Glimmer, and actually that's pretty decent. I'd rather be playing only the good Glimmers, and then if I see a +30, it just goes in Mind Collapse or something, which is fine. Sure, I'm good with that. Burn that Glimmer, great. Spell Chain here, I'm calling the shot on Perils. I think this is worth the shot. Not going to do an Infuse here, I think that's kind of nuts. We get 2 more cuts, fantastic. This could just be both Train Stewards. Could be. Probably is, if I'm being honest with you. They're just difficult to play as the thing. Yeah, they're good. They did a great job. Honestly, I'm not mad about Advanced Prototype whatsoever. Seeing that early is always a blessing. We're always happy about that. Now, it's probably Superfood too, because Chain of Gems... This damage shield will get chewed up by Divinity fast. I would like to have damage shield 4. So I think it's more advantageous to do that than Stalwart Snack 2. So we go Superfood 2 for the extra 2 damage shield. This way we actually push some extra through. And I think that's good. 5 turns is enough, right? We're going to add enough stats to the guy. Especially with Lost Luggage and other benefits. I'm going to save my money. We're fine. I think we've cleaned this up pretty well. Right? Armor Emblem, we'll trample through, it's fine. It's a lot of extra health to the floors because they're wide floors, but we'll be fine. Alright, Primordium down. Animus. Root Seeds, 100%. Put that Wildwood Tome in. Let's Glimmer downstairs, just ignore all that armor, seems good. And I'm going to toss an Ember Cache out for next draws. Okay, good. I would like to. Trample Stone is nice, let's be real, but I don't need it. I would rather Glimmer middle and then Glimmer bottom. Our stats are not very good right now. I'm doing barely 200 damage. Alright, we finally see Mr. Razor Sharp Edge here. It's good. Preserved Thorns. Sting until he's dead. I think it's here. Alright, good. Great. Let's see, I have 19 health left. I could Plink. This might get something. Hey, it does. Fantastic work. Kill the guy. Good job. I'm going to play out Mr. Wildwood Sap. It at least pushes some through. And then start working on this. It's fine. We do manage to clear top floor. You can see part of the challenge if I don't roll the early Razor Sharp for damage bonuses. It's a bit of a bummer. Big Glimmer goes middle, yes. Big Glimmer goes bottom. That's the Bad Glimmer. I was like, what's happening here? Yeah, burn the Bad Glimmer too. Alright, fantastic. We're making good progress here. Now, I might be able to actually just get away with slamming Perils and Void Binding here. I'm going to do it. We're way ahead right now, and this gives me up 2 turns of a lot of stats to boost. Now, of course, there's a lot of things that I'm going to be hurt by this, but... we're chilling because we have Excavated Embers. Fantastic, right? Fantastic. I'm going to play Trample Stone here. I do think it's worthwhile if I can't actually pop one of these guys on bottom, right? If I can't play a Glimmer because I draw poorly. Although I think I'm actually guaranteed to draw well here, right? Yeah. Excavated Ember gives me that Glimmer no matter what. Cool. Good. Great. Fantastic. Great work. Go team. We win this combat. No problems. Draw perils. Good. I get this turn. Sting. Fine. None of this really matters at this point. We just slam the glimmers. It's good. Hit that trap shoot while I can. It's fine. Sure. I get 2 turns out of this. I'm okay with that. And we're doing a nice, cool, and breezy, like 1,000 damage here, so that's kind of neat. Good. Great. We win. Draw that perils one more time. Hit that void binding. Feel pretty good about ourselves. Just press end turn. It does not matter. We're done. Good job. 2 turns, and we get it before he even gets to attack. All right, good. We're doing well. I'm very pleased with this so far. Another Ember cache is actually not bad. This card is pretty decent if I don't hit the holdover. Gives me extra turns. I'm going to take it. I like it. Awoken's Rail Spike is always worth it. This is literally never a bad card. If I have 1 Ember, it pays out, and it has so many synergies. We go right, of course. It's easy to decide. What do we get? Plus 30? Sure, I'm just going to toss that into a Mind Collapse then. 40 damage is a good clear. -1 in Purge is interesting. Cursed Vines. Chest Plates. It's probably Chest Plates. Give me a holdover. No? Alright. 20 consume. Can't take it. -1 into Final Root Seeds. It's good. Remove consume into... I mean, it could just be Trap Shoot. I don't hate that, right? Sure, that's fine. Play it more times than just 1. No holdover. Alright, I'm not upset about this. I'm going to make Void Binding cost 1 here. Okay, we get a lot of removals. What do I hate? It's a great question. My worst cards are Wildwood Sap and Plinks still. It's true. Now the dupe could actually just be Perils here. Improve the density of this. Let me go absolutely crazy. Draw this on 2 separate turns and just crush. I like that. Especially since the Trap Shoot is now remove consumed. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make another Perils. We're already over 200, so I'm fine. Temple, I do get a Purge. Man, I get 3 removals. What cards do you burn? Do I just cut the Plinks at this point? They're 20 consumes. But I'd rather just not even draw them. Honestly? Sure, right? Sure, we'll just cut them. They're the worst cards by far. I'd rather not draw them at all. And yeah, we'll cut Plinks. It's good. Burn them. This improves the chance that Lost Luggage hits some really good stuff. And now we can look at... Is it Hammer Chest Plates? It is. I'm just taking it. Cursed Vines, it's not Diligent. I don't care. Rationing Scales, no thank you. Tempered. Talisman. I mean, it makes the Glimmers do 45. How much do I care about that? Not much. You want to cut more cards? What do you even get rid of? What do you... I mean, at this point, it's Wildwood Sap would be the final cut. Faulty Loader's not bad. Although Chaste is going to cut it. None of these are particularly good. I guess I could take a Permafrost on something. If I was going to Permafrost anything, it would be Umbra Stone. There are a lot of cases where I can't afford this, so... Sure, actually, that seems reasonable. And... I think I just buy a removal on Wildwood Sap here. I don't feel like drawing it now. And then now we're done. We've removed as much stuff as we can. The entire point of this is to guarantee as good of draws as possible early enough in Primordium's life cycle to power up. And I think we got it, so cool. All right, 220 shards. We're definitely on a Trainwreck episode. Let's go crush Chase. I have no fear. All good. There's a plus 10 in that magic shop I couldn't afford. Or I could afford it, but I couldn't put it anywhere. It's fine. Decent turn 1. Cool. So we go... Now remember, this is Chased. There's no reason to full send it on the Void Binding. We're looking for stats here. And because of that, let's actually play this in the opposite order so I don't eat dirt. Man, actually... Tell you what, Perils into this Awoken's Rail Spike is kind of nuts. Let's actually just full send, right? I don't care. It's fine. We're going to crush here. Minimal fear. Full send. Activate. Draw 7 cards. Really powerful play. Wow, that's good. That's pretty darn good. And then we just send it again. Man, if only this weren't Chased, right? If this were like Temperate, he would just be straight up dead here. Very funny. Now, I can't play any of these super cool cards, but I'm not upset about it. It's okay. It's fine. Alright? No problemo. Hey, look, I got Perils. We're chilling. Void Binding is back. It's good. About the only card I would really like to hit here is... What is it? The Quickstone, right? That's about it. Well, we get to play our next turn no matter what, so that's also cool. Let's see what we roll into here. Glimmer is big. Glimmer is big there. I'll take another Glimmer, although I think I'm sending this on the next floor. Sure. Alright, fine. I get a Preserved Thorns here. I'm going to work on what? Doesn't really matter. It's all getting trampled through, so it's fine. Alright, thanks, Chased. Bummer. That's okay. We do hit the Quick Tome, so I'm not upset about it one way or the other. All good. Quick Tome, just play it. Fantastic. You cannot purge my Quick Tome. It is too powerful for thee. What do I Glimmer? Glimmer the boss, I guess? I'm just going to hit him with the Daze, right? If I can stack up enough, we'll get there. True. He is going to cut that a whole bunch, but I don't know. There's a chance, right? There's a chance. I can play the other Ember Cache here. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're trampling through 1,000 damage. I have no fear about Chased. He's dead. Oh no, all of my Ember Drain value has been wasted. It's okay, right? Completely fine. Hit him with that Daze. Sting a bunch. Doesn't really matter what we're hitting with here. I'm just going to load up the boss with some damage at this point. It doesn't matter. We trample through the entire floors very quickly. So, get that Trap Shoot. My guy's got 7 days, having a bad day. Just going to shoot the boss here. It doesn't matter. Cool. We're definitely winning. I have no fears. He could not stop me well enough to prevent me from winning. So, it was definitely correct to just full send. Shoot Chased, fine. Yeah, I think we win on 2 turns. I even draw that other Perils fast enough. I could play more cards. It doesn't matter. Just press end turn, we win before he even gets to take a turn. Clean. Divinity will look similar. Blank pages, absolutely. You never know. Maybe they give me another Superfood Primordium. I'm trying to think what else they could give me. They could give me like a Cultivating Sentient. I would take that. That's cool. What else could they do? There's a lot of stuff I could see that would be fun. So you might as well take it. It's pretty much never bad here, right? It's a decent turn 1. It's not fantastic. It's decent. I am going to send it on the Perils here. Yes. Right? Yes, he doesn't cut it, and I haven't drawn the second one. And I am like to see it. I'll Glimmer down here, it's fine. then just shoot him. It's fine. Cool. Okay. I'm like to draw something here. We actually miss. This whole turn 2 is a miss. That's a bummer. Okay. Alright. There it is. Okay. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's fine. We at least get all of the important stuff now, aka Trample Stone and Quick Stone, and the the Void Binding. What is this? Dire Channel? He's dead. Okay, fair. You know what happens, Monster Train. Sometimes your champion just passes away. Hornbreaker Prince. I could think of worse, right? I do get some Ember on this turn. Don't underestimate it. So we're going to go pop middle. And I'm actually going to double tap the Ember caches here. I think they're good. They're really good on the redraws. And we already have the quick, so I'm not upset about how this is panning out anyway. But we hit. Perils is good. Perils is good. I get the trap shoot. Fantastic. I then get the Glimmer upstairs, which will get rid of some spikes. Great. Tethys, do you swing? No. Absolutely not, Tethys. I didn't think so. Draw 2 cards. Ah, we get to keep going. Sure. Trap shoot again. 8 turns of daze. Divinity is disabled. Alright. Now, I should best mini-boss. I haven't looked. Yeah, we're fine. Great. I also drew the ensnare anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I am not going to play the Ember caches because I would like to save them for a bad turn. Let's Glimmer middle, bottom floor. That's strong. We're just going to let this sit, and I'm going to shoot the boss. Easy. Alright, we win. Yeah, so like this is a good example of a turn. Oh, wow. Conduit. Hold up. Wait a second, Glimmers are now free on the card on the turn. That's actually crazy. Hey Tethys, how's it going, champ? Full send. I don't need to play it. Actually nuts. It's actually too strong. Look at that. Glimmer is free. Unbelievable. Fantastic. I get another trap shoot. We just kind of blast, right? No reason to do anything too complicated. I don't have to click these, right? I still just hold on to them until I need them, which is great. This is cool. Now, I am going to play 1 here so I can play... Oh, never mind. Well, it worked. I was going to say so I can play a Glimmer downstairs and not take these curses. But anyway, we're winning. I'll Glimmer middle, I guess. Get those guys killed off floor, and then we chill. Doesn't matter, I'm just going to click them at this point. Hit that Void Binding, seems good. Pop this guy, I suppose. It's actually better to just put the damage into the boss because of trample. So, all good. And then, hey, look, we win. Fantastic. And look at that. Tethys lived to the end. Actually contributing too, by the way. She did fantastic work. Crush. Cool. Thank you, Primordium, for a very solid sub-1 hour run. Tethys on the finale. Incredible work. Good stuff. I mean, this is pretty much how it goes when I play this same clan combo on mobile. It is so unbelievably strong, and as long as you know how to play Primordium, the flexibility it has when you can actually take Stalwart Snack comfortably is unrivaled. I mean, I think if more clans played nicer with Stalwart Snack, it would be very easy to justify Primordium being the #1 champion, right? If more clans could consistently buff this guy when you see that turn 1, that ring 1 Stalwart Snack, no contest. Primordium wins. 100%. So strong. Chain of Gems is ridiculous here with the Superfood pivot. Seeing that, very strong. 4 damage shield, it adds up. Crucible Warden continues to be, in my opinion, the strongest defensive infusion in game. It's just so much health. A lot of them are like, yeah, scaling defense. You know what's better than Incant Armor 2? Just like straight up 5 damage shield and 10 health. That equivalent is It's like 110 health, roughly. You should, generally speaking, treat each damage shield as like 20 damage saved. Very few infusions are ever coming close defensively to 110 effective hit points to your unit. That's actually crazy. And if you can double dip somehow, like with eggs, it's actually nonsense. So, fantastic here. Really good. Very solid. Easy decision to make early on. The large stone paid out because we didn't need anything else on the floor. Good starting stats. Got an extra plus 25. Incredible. Primordium just hard carries. All we have to do is eventually see, what is it? This razor sharp edge and the scaling goes through the roof. The Void Binding and Perils play was correct. Very pleased with how this worked, if only because I didn't see the holdover, but I'm not upset about it. And that's the reason why I made a second one. Because density, right? And look at this. The Ember caches really paid out some value here. Huge shout out to Ember cache on this run. Just a lot of power in those excavated embers. I was literally talking about this card and then said, all right, well, let's do it. And I got to show you about it. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise, I don't really think there's a lot to say. Turns out Primordium good. So yeah, all right. I am really happy about the Ember cache. I think that's probably going to be the namesake of the run. It's just, even if it's maybe not the core of the run, I think it's a very instructive thing. This card is stronger than it looks. It's flexible. It's a lot of incants. It solves diligent. I think I would consider this card nuts if it were 0 cost. That's the only thing that maybe stands out to me and why it doesn't cross into like my upper threshold of best cards in the game, is because it's just not, it's not overtuned in that it's not like it's free, right? It's a good example is like Unnamed Tome. I consider that like the best card in the game. It's so versatile, so powerful. It's always there when you need it. It's free. You get it once. It literally has permafrost. You only have to draw it the first time. It has everything it wants on it. It's so hyper efficient. Very few cards are as hyper efficient as Unnamed Tome. Ensnare is pretty close, right? Again, free, always does what you want. Redraws itself, pays for its own draw, and locks something down. This can literally save your run because a mini boss was suddenly not going to be dead fast enough, and then you can just hold it down. This card I don't think is as good as Unnamed Tome, but is right up there in that same caliber. Another card that they could have nerfed it to 1 Ember, and I still would have told you it was a really good card. It just, wouldn't be as good. It would be knocked down a few pegs, for sure. You'll notice that I draft a lot of cards every time. I mean, literally, obviously I do. It's a card game, but certain cards like Ensnare always show up in my runs when they're shown to me. And then, Unnamed Tome is another one. Ember Cache is close. I would say it's maybe in the top 20 cards in the game. Yeah, that seems reasonable. It's a good estimate, I think. So, anyway, that's about as much as I've got to say. A fantastic episode, under an hour altogether, so I will let you go there. And yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.